Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here. Quick second just to thank the channel members. Thank you guys so much for your support and to welcome any of you who haven't had a chance yet. If you're so inclined, please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon down there. It'll let you know when I release new content and it'll also really help the channel. Today, I want to talk about a small, made in the USA, actually in the lovely state of Georgia, little fixed blade that has quickly become a favorite that has not left my back pocket in quite a while. I have been beating the absolute shit out of this little knife as much as you can to a little knife in terms of what I've cut with it, what I've put it through. I've got some smuts on the tip there. But this is the T.Kell Piranha. And the reason I wanted to go ahead and get this knife out to you guys is if you go to the T.Kell website, I'll leave a link in the description. This knife is currently being staged for production. So I think they're going to be available in, don't hold me to this, it'll be on the website, but I want to say November. So if you want to get in on one of these, you go ahead and check that pre-order. I will have a link to it. It's not an affiliate link. It's just a discount link for you guys. It'll give you a 10% discount. Check it out if you're interested in something like this. And I'll tell you why I really like it and why I like T.Kell knives. It's a veteran-owned company, fully American-made and sourced. So the things that they don't make in-house, they source to local partners. When I learned about these lashing bolts here and had never seen them before and just kind of marveled at them, I learned that they were actually proprietary, that they were designed by Kell. He made these lashers. They're on all the knives. They work really well. You use an Allen wrench to take them apart. You can order extras if you're ordering scales. Just one of the small details that this full tang knife offers. When you look at their website, you're going to see a broad range of knives. What I did when I first discovered them was I kind of went in and filtered it by EDC knives, and I came up with 6 really cool knives that I have been rapidly acquiring. The first is this little Piranha, and the Piranha is a small 80 CRV blade, and I want you guys to read about Tim's heat treat process, why he uses the steel he uses, the lifetime warranty behind these blades, and most impressively, this nitride or nitrate boron coating that are on all of his knives that are also used on pew bolt actuators. And they are resistant to heat, they're resistant to corrosion, and just resistant to abuse. This little knife is an absolute banger of a little knife. So anyway, I've been using it kind of as my go-to fixed blade carry. It comes with this little sheath. I've got this discreet carry clip, which is a little bit different than my ulti clip. It's just a little bendable clip that has this, I don't know if you can see it in there, but it's a little, almost like a tooth that grabs the back of my pocket. So I carry this in my back pocket, simply locked down. And when I deploy it, it's got that same nice jimping that just allows me to pop it out. It's got a choil. I can get a full 3.5, almost 4-finger grip on it, and it has performed flawlessly. I don't know if I've got any real paper here. Let's see. I've got a couple little slithers. Let's see if I can make a cut, a slither. Can't really tell. Let's get something to cut real quick. And this knife, guys, has been running through wood. Let me show you what it can do with softer materials like wood. I usually don't feather stick in the house, but when you're using a little knife that just digs and it's got just a toothy edge, it's easy enough to do. Let me dust that off just barely. The other thing I think is really cool about these knives, not beside the fact that they're made by a veteran-owned company, by Tim himself, but the way that they handled the grinds on these different knives. This Piranha's got a tall, flat grind, probably about 5/8 of the way down, a nice swedge here at the top, But this grind is accomplished by a series of lines, CNC milling, that brings it down on both sides perfectly even. It's ground fantastically well. If you put your thumb there, your nail there, you can feel, you can't really see it because of that nitrite boron coating, which makes it look stonewash. But trust me, the little ridges are there. This knife carries very lightly. It carries and really works a lot harder than I think it is. I 100% endorse this knife. And if you guys see some videos, I've got a video coming up. I did one last year, my top 5 EDC fixed blades of 2022. I'm getting ready and have already chosen my top 5 fixed blades for 2023. I hope you guys watch that. Those videos seem to be really popular, and I can tell you this one's going to be a good one. So let's just do a couple of quick size comparisons and then get some dimensions on this guy. Cold Steel Formax, it's much smaller. We won't waste any more time there. The Civivi Baby Banter, it is going to be about 1/8 of an inch longer than the Baby Banter. Now, if we were going to look at it next to some fixed blades, this is another T.Kell knife that's available for pre-order. This is the Raider. It's a little bit longer. I'm going to have a review coming out on this one pretty soon because I'm getting ready to start carrying it. And I've got it set to carry more Scout. And let's look at it next to, speaking of Scout, the Scout 2.5. So it's smaller than both of those little knives. And let's look at it next to my Boker BFF Barlow, to which it's about 1/8 of an inch shorter than. And let's look at it next to my Magna Cut Jacob Creates Chickadee, to which it is about a 1/2 inch longer than. So guys, hopefully that gives you a good idea of how it falls into some knives that you might have had in your hand or in your pocket. But let's get my Javon promotional tape measure and let's see how long this little guy is. From tip to tip, it is 5 3/4 inches. The blade is right under 3 inches. The handle is 2 3/4. The cutting edge is 2 1/4. It's got a really thick blade stock that's going to come in 0.14 14 thousandths. And then the handle, I'm guessing it's going to be right over a 1/2 inch. It's going to come in at 0.52, 0.53. So right in there, about a 1/2 inch, which I like because that gives me more direct purchase of this knife. I really do feel like I could put this knife, and I have put this knife through some feather sticking. It is very robust. It's a small knife that I'm convinced I could stick through cans to open cans. I've abused it more than I should, and it's held up amazingly well. It's just a dynamite little knife, and I've really become a fan in T.Kell knives and what Tim and Suzanne are doing over there. A small, again, veteran-owned business right over in Georgia. I urge you guys to check them out and just see the type of knives they offer, and just know that they're all Javon approved. I think they're absolutely great knives. Let's get a quick weight on this knife, because it is small, and I do want y'all to get the full pick. So without the sheath, it's coming in at 2.3 ounces. Its carry weight with the discrete carry clip is 3.30. So really a light little package, guys. It's a great supplemental carry to my primary and to my slip joint. I've got it in my pocket today, just so you know. It's going to go right back in there. In my primary, I have my Nimble T, and my slip joint is my Penguin QSP. So I'm a 3-knife guy, and this little guy here sits in my back pocket, and that's where it's getting ready to go. But guys, thank you, thank you, thank you for stopping by and checking out the video. Thank you for looking out for the guy or gal to your left. Thank you for looking out for the guy or gal to your right. Thanks for looking out for each other. Thanks for going forward with love in your heart. Please choose debate, not hate. Check the link in the description to get a preview of some of the T.Kell knives. They're awesome. I urge you guys to read about his heat treat process and why he uses the steel that he uses. I found it fascinating. Great resource. I love you all. Peace.